What's your name?
Laura
Surname?
Croft.
So I'm still wrapping my brain around the idea that it was 22 years ago when I played the original Tomb Raider game on the original PlayStation. Holy crap, I'm old. And while I am very much a fan of that game, know that this movie is not based on that game. Tomb Raider 2018 is based on the reboot of the Tomb Raider franchise that was released in 2013. With that in mind, you could argue the point that this is not even a reboot of the Tomb Raider movie franchise starring Angelina Jolie, but a series all its own. So the core story is more or less still the same. Or I guess will be, as this movie gives us an origin story, telling us how she becomes the billionaire who spends her free time hunting down ancient artifacts and, as the title suggests, raiding tombs. Changes have been made for sure, but for the best, I guess. Now, I have not played the new Tomb Raider games, so I can't speak to how faithful it is to its source material. I can only talk about the movie based on its own merits, and to that end, it was okay. So the story's pretty cut and paste. Rich dad goes missing and is presumed dead. Daughter gets all bitter and rebels. Daughter finds out dad may be alive. Daughter goes to find dad. Hilarity ensues. The first 2/3 of this movie are just Laura getting to the island where she thinks her father may be. And in all honesty, most of this is in the trailer. Once the tomb raiding begins, things move pretty fast and only get slightly ridiculous. The acting is really good, with Alicia Vikander, in my opinion, nailing the role of Lara Croft. The supporting cast really only consists of 4 people. Dominic West as Lord Richard Croft, Lara's dad. Walton Goggins as Matthias Vogel, our main protagonist. Daniel Wu as Lu Ren, our requisite sidekick and enabler. And Kristen Scott Thomas, whose character actually has a pretty interesting arc that will be fleshed out in the sequel, provided there is a sequel. I actually really like all these actors, and they did fine with what they had. Tomb Raider looks great and has a number of pretty intense scenes, but I can't say that there was ever a real sense of danger. Okay, maybe for the Lu Ren character, but certainly never for Lara. I guess that's the danger of doing a movie that everyone knows is supposed to have sequels. One thing I did really like is how they brought the 3 threads of Richard Croft's belief in the supernatural, Matthias Vogel's outright dismissal of the supernatural, and Laura's memory of the line from earlier in the movie, "Every fantasy has its roots in reality," I'm paraphrasing, together for an interesting twist at the end. Not mind-blowing, but interesting. All in all, it was a pretty good movie, as long as you don't take it too seriously. But it's not something I would revisit unless the sequels give me good reason to go back and watch it. In the end, I think I'll give it 3 out of 5 stars. I don't know if I'd pay money to see it in the theater, but if you're a fan of the Tomb Raider movies, Tomb Raider game, or just the adventure genre in general, it might be worth a once through. Alright guys, that's it. Have you seen the movie? Have you seen the Angelina Jolie version? Which one did you like better? Discuss in the comments below. And I'll see you guys next week.